1960s, when black Americans decided to demand their civil rights, the country was forced to listen. What we heard were not just words, but words and music. This month, for a brief moment, we listened again.
We shall overcome.
Called Voices of the Civil Rights Movement, a special project of the Smithsonian Institution in Washington. Civil rights organizers, song leaders, and photographers came here to remember the 1960s and record their memories.
What am I do? Because we depend on Jesus.
Soldier, I've got my hands on the freedom plow, but one day I'll get older, I can't fight on anymore, until I'll stand here and fight on anyhow.
Bernice Reagon organized this conference for the Smithsonian. She grew up in Georgia.
The first time I went on a march was in Albany, Georgia, and this is 61. There was a discussion between the organizers who were from SNCC who said, should we sing? No, we shouldn't sing, we should be quiet. In a few years, we were marching, singing, clapping, that sort of thing. So going on the marches, as the movement developed, the culture of the marches actually changed, and the kind of conduct and the behaviors and what you were allowed to do would change.
But I knew I was committed. So I said, I'm going to find some place to stay. And that night...
If there had not been any music, there would not have been a movement. It is not possible culturally to pull black people together without music.
Slept there, and every morning I'd get right back up, though, and get right back on the streets, knocking on doors, talking about voter registration. But finally we got about 10 or 15 people to go down and attempt to register to vote in Greenwood. There we met Big Smitty, who's the sheriff. Big Smitty came up and said, boy, said, look at here. So I don't want to see you around here the next second. I don't want to see you around here the next minute, the next hour, or the next day. So you better pack your bags and leave right now. I said, Big Smitty, you don't want to see me here the next second, next hour, next minute, or the next day. You better pack your bags and leave, because I'll be here.
Things, and I also can remember that the night that we organized the movement, I said to the peoples, I said, this is going to be a long, drawn-out affair. I said, before it's over, somebody's going to die. I said, maybe me for all I know, and I said, if it's me, the only thing I ask, don't let me die in vain. And of course, many people died before it's
E.D. Nixon, now 83, helped organize the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955. After Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat to a white person. It was the start of the civil rights movement.
So we say, shoot, now we're already in jail, taking our freedom, so they ain't gonna stop us from singing. Right? We start singing small. Buses are a-coming, oh yes. Buses are a-coming, oh yeah.
Bernard Lafayette worked in the South organizing nonviolent sit-ins and freedom rides. He was jailed in Jackson, Mississippi.
I'm the sheriff here. Now you ain't up north. Now you can start singing and shouting and making all that noise if you want to. But if I have to come back here one more time to tell you to shut up, I'm gonna take your mattress. So we say, the hell with the mattress. You can take our mattress, oh yes. You can take our mattress, oh yeah. We will keep our freedom. We will keep our freedom. We will keep our freedom. We will keep our freedom, oh yeah.
People get ready. There's a train a-coming. Don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. You don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord.
Come on, do it with us.
People get ready, oh, there's a train to freedom, picking up passengers. Why don't you get on board? All you need is faith. Open the door and board them. There's room for all. Why don't you get on board?
Ibisoto Ajamu was 15 years old when civil rights organizers recruited her to work in the slums of Chicago.
I suppose there's some people who've come here for this conference who haven't really done anything since then. You know, so the whole thing is going to be recollection and crying and everything, but after that's done, and after you recollect and after everybody hugs everybody and says, wasn't that nice when, then there's something that still goes on. There's got to be some kind of viable program. And whether you're interested in it or not, that's what I'm about at this time. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. I said sometimes I feel like a motherless child. I'm a long way from home. Sometimes I do feel like I've almost gone. I know sometimes I feel like